Hey YouTubers, it's Nicole, and I have my layout share for you for the My Minds kit that I put together for my Kit Love series. And I didn't make quite as many as last time. I think I made 10 last time, and I made, I think, 8 this time around. And I'm kind of to the point to where I'm ready to split it up and work with something new. Partially because I just got a bunch of new stuff from 2Ps and I want to play with it, but I'm also I wore myself out on this line. So super cute, I still love it, but I'm just kind of done working with it. So I know my last kit, and this happens depending on just how you use your paper. My last kit, if you remember right, I'd added a bunch of paper to it, and I felt like I started out with more paper and ended with less last time, and here I feel like I didn't start with quite as much, but I still have a lot left, even though I only made like 2 less layouts. But again, it's just how you use the paper, and I think I used more of the 6x6 this time around. So I will show you. So I did use, this started out with 24... I used a little less than half, probably, of the 6x6 paper pad. And then I have these scraps here. And then really I have quite a few, and of course I don't remember how many I started out with for sure, but I still have quite a few of the 12x12 sheets left. Which is fine because it'll get used and it'll just be split up. Whoops, this is actually cardstock I had ordered, excuse me. Or cardstock I'd added. I did add in 1 sheet of cardstock, maybe 2. I think I did a white one and like a tan colored one. But yeah, so I still have some of this to play with, and I think I'll probably separate everything out though. So I'll probably separate the line at this point because I've played with it quite a bit. So there's a paper I have left, quite a bit, just crazy. I probably started off with more than I thought I did too though, because I always buy a lot of my Mind's Eye paper. I didn't use any of these, which is fine. I used up a few brads. Oops, sorry. Quite a few brads. I don't know how many, let's see. Not very sure if I used any of the arrows either. I think I may have used a couple, not positive. I know I used up some of the stars, but I still have quite a few left. But I did use all the mint green ones and the ones that match the color scheme, so that can now be kind of used with a different color scheme. I did use my stamps a couple times. Still have some, I used a little bit of washi. I don't think I used any of those, but I did get some of these used up, which is good, but I still have a lot left. And this is very home themed, so it's going to have to go with certain, types of layouts. I did get some of these used up, but still have quite a few left. I did use up all of one of these sheets. I used up, it was in My Mind's Eye, like pinks and browns with like glitter. I did use all that up, but I still have this. I don't think I used any of this. I did get one of these stickers used. I did use most of this, so I'll just cut these out and put them in my little bowl. I used up quite a bit of this. And some of these as well. I did use up a couple of these stickers from the old My Mind's Eye lines. I used up quite a bit of the labels. I did use some of these, but I still have quite a bit left there. I don't think I used any of these. And I used up some of these. And then I think I used up some random labels. Not very many though. And then I used up quite a bit from this sheet, but I still have quite a bit of that left yet. And then these are all the die cuts that I have left, quite a few. I don't know that I used, I think I maybe, I don't know if I used any of the 4x6 cards, which is fine. I may have used one, I'm trying to think, which is totally fine. I'll just add that to I have a collection of 4x6 cards and like the 2x3, 3x4 cards, so I'll just add it to that. And I did take these out and spray misted some of them, but I didn't actually get them used. Which is okay. At least they're spray misted and they're ready to be put on a layout. I love how they turned out. They're so cute. But I did use the spray mist that I had pulled, and then this is the Memento London Fog ink. So I didn't use these that up. So this one wasn't quite as successful, although I still used up a lot of product. I did do some embossing, and I did use a couple on the a page, but I did do some embossing, so at least these are ready to go for use on a page. And I used up all the envelopes except the thin ones, not these guys, but the thin ones from, I think, Allison Craft or one of those lines. And I used up quite a few bits and pieces, but I still have quite a few left. That's a scrap. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you really quick what all I had left. Quite a bit, but I always think I start off with less than I thought I did. So I still think I used up quite a bit of product. And I'll show you my layouts here to show you. Sorry, I'm a little bit of a mess here. Oh, really quick too, I did use up, I have my little camera bag here. I did use up almost all the enamel dots. And I used up some of the random buttons and flares and stuff. But I don't think, any of the wood veneers. So, that is that. Okay, so those are leftovers. I'll just split them up and put them away in their little areas and just try to include them into another kit at some point. Or just if I'm just working on layouts, I can pull them as I need them, but that tends to be how I use them the best. And I did actually add in, I didn't show this in the video, I added in some twine and used up some twine as well. Okay, so layouts. Okay. Here's one that I made. And here I used some scraps here and then a full sheet of this paper. Again, this is My Mind's Eye Adorbs, in case you didn't watch my first video about the products I put into this kit. And here, again, this is some leftover My Mind's Eye from a previous kit, and that was the whole sheet that I did use up. This was old My Mind's Eye. This was old My Mind's Eye, and then this was new. The enamel dots were new. This was new, and this was the large 12 by 12 sticker sheet there. And the washi tape I added in the three places there. And then, so I just did some clusters. So here's where I did do some embossing, which I really like. I used the stamp set that I had pulled and the gray embossing ink, and made that there. And then just added some layering with the washi tape and stickers from the, what's it called? Kate & Company sticker sheet. And this was from the new Adorbs line, the chipboard, and then I just kind of did some layering there. And then as well as along the top, this is new from Kate & Company, the washi, some enamel dots. And then here, old washi tape, enamel dots is new. And then the sticker is Kate & Company in the back, that's old as well. So, and then this was new with a line, this little journaling card here, and then that was from the Adorbs sticker sheet as well. And so there is that. If you can see it okay. Okay. This one, I absolutely love how this turned out. This is the one where I used up all of the little bags. So these little bags here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one there. And what I did is I just had the photos coming out of the bags, and except for this one is by itself. And then here I have this little die cut chipboard sticker coming out of this bag, and that is from the new Adorbs line. And this is from the Kate & Company. I actually cut it in half to make it kind of layer there, and I really wanted to use that sticker. Initially it wasn't going to be on the layout, but I really felt like that was a message of my page, so I made it work up there. Then I layered, this is from I think this is an old Studio Calico die cut journaling little card there. This is old My Mind's Eye, new Adorbs, a flare, sorry, I can't see where I'm at here. Enamel dots, and then this is an old cloud that I had put in my pile. Then I just took some scraps and made myself some little tags just to kind of add some interest to the page, and then put some twine on there. Had that kind of peeking out of the envelope there. And then here I have, this is one of the die cuts I had pulled. This was a sticker from Kate and Company, and then Old My Mind's Eye, and then from Adorbs. This is from Adorbs. This is from Adorbs. Then these were, this is from that chipboard sheet, and then this was just a random cloud that I had in my stash, and then some more enamel dots there. And then I did sprinkle. I pulled these two inks, and I just sprinkled some of the green there, and then added these stickers up here, and then another flare, and then also, oh, and then I did stamp. So I did pull out I pulled again this stamp set here and stamped here, and just kind of throughout the page, as you can see, the You and Me, because that's what it was about. So this is about my mom, who passed away in May, and my oldest daughter, who had a very, 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 very close bond. And I wanted, this is the first layout I've made about that, and I think I've made a couple layouts about my mom since she passed away. So, oh, and then one more little die cut there this is from the 6x6 cut apart sheet there. So, it's really nice and good for me to do this. It's therapeutic, and I just really enjoyed thinking about my mom for the duration of making this page. Well, I think about her all the time, but I really got to focus on her and my daughter's relationship while making this, so that was good. Then this one is a little bit more simple, and I just pulled in some white cardstock, and then I layered some of the 6x6 sheets from the pad, and then some strips of pattern paper, just also from scraps, and then just did some layering here. Sorry, try not to be too shaky. So this is from the die cuts from my stash, as well as this one. This is from the Studio Calico Arrow sheet, and then this little sticker back here is I had added in to the kit. I think it was from actually this one here and this one here. It's from Studio Calico, leftovers that I had. Again, I sprinkled enamel dots everywhere. This and this was from Adorbs. These stars are from Studio Calico. This is from Old My Mind's Eye. This was from Adorbs. This Today card here. And I think then I sprinkled with the pink ink, and I think that's it. So I don't want to get overly detailed to bore you guys, but I just want to show you how I put together the new stuff with the old stuff and how it totally works. This one's a little bit of a busier page, although really fun, and I used up a lot of product on here. So this is a huge mixture of old and new, and I just kind of started grabbing the die cuts and found things that had words and phrases on them that matched the pictures that I wanted to put on here, and then just sprinkled about stickers. There's another Studio Calico Arrow. I journaled down here, and I just used more of that Old My Mind's Eye sheet there, and that gives it some dimension. I had that half doily. I split that up and put it there, and then just layered a whole bunch of die cuts and stickers and things like that. So that is definitely a mix of Adorbs mixed with the old stuff. So there is that page. Okay. Then this one is looks different than the rest of them because I just pulled the green and the blue pieces of the line and my kit and put them together for this baby boy page. And so here is where I used one of those stickers from that old chipboard sticker sheet, and just did some layering with some stickers from Adorbs here and here. This is an old, I think it's an old die cut. Here's again another star from Studio Calico. This is an old American Crafts sticker that I had. I don't know if I had pulled that initially. I think I may have grabbed that later. And then an arrow. So I did use quite a bit of those arrows as well. And then up here, used up another cloud, another star, a heart from, this heart is from the same sticker sheet as this. And put in a tag that was from Adorbs. That was from Adorbs. And then another little word sticker. So, and then I used a bunch of the washi and one of those old boy theme stickers. And then I sprinkled that green as well, the green ink, Heidi Swap ink. So there is that. Whoops. Try to get so you can see the whole thing. There we go. And then this one is probably my favorite. And I think, I'm trying to think of what I know I scrap lifted this, and I think, although I changed it quite a bit, I can't remember where I scrap lifted it from. I want to say, oh, I think it's from Debbie Hodges' Masterful Design, Scrapbooking Design. I'm a member of that, so I think it was maybe one of those layouts. And so I used my, I had pulled the stencils, so I did, if you can see that, use a stencil here with the pink ink. And then I just created these banners here with the, I'm noticing I used a lot of scrap paper. So I may not have used up as much paper, but I used up, I made a lot of the papers go a long way. Anyway, so I did that, and then the mattings are made from scraps as well. Added some buttons in. This is from Adorbs. The enamel dots, of course, are from Adorbs. This is from Kate & Company. The Tell Me a Story, I think that's from Adorbs as well. I know it's my mind's eye for sure. And then I just journaled down here. So that was really fun. Here's a better look at that as a whole. Oh, and I did use my punch. I don't know if you can see that there. I did use my punch on this guy here. I had pulled that Fiskars punch here to force myself to use it. And I think that's the only time I used it, but that's alright. And I have this one. And this is another scrap lift from I think it's Master Scrapbooking Design. It's Debbie Hodges' site that you have to pay for. Masterful Scrapbooking Design, I think is what it's called. I always get that confused. And so this is just paper, a strip of scrap here, and then this is the washi. And then I just layered, sorry, wrong way, layered a bunch of the stickers. This was in a stash. I think that's an old crepe paper maybe. And then I think this is an old Studio Calico. Kane Company. I'm not for sure about this one. And then the rest I think is from Adorbs. Oh, this is from that Studio Calico sticker sheet. And I did grab a couple of the stars off of the star sheet. There's one over here as well. So yeah, so there's a kind of a closer up look of the cluster. And I did pull in this cardstock. So. And then my last one, this is actually the first one that I made. And I tried to do a process video on this one and failed. I think my computer's just too slow. It didn't work very well. Anyway, so, and I think this is from a 2Ps YouTube video, if I remember right. I should write these things down, guys. I'm sorry, but this is a scrap lift. And so basically what I did is I just did strips here and then created banners, and then this one I bunched up. And then I just used some of the 3x4 cards here and layered them. There's one there too. And matted the photos, added this little title in that was from that sticker sheet. And then I used some more of those stars from the Studio Calico. Did another layering deal up here. I think most of this is all from Adorbs except for the star. Used one of the brads here. And this is one of the old doilies from my Mind's Eye, the old My Mind's Eye sticker sheet. And then had another star down here. Again, I just used those enamel dots up. I love seeing those sprinkled. And then I did tie some twine here, some twine here, and then I just tied the twine around the bottom part of this mat. So that is that one. So yeah, that is it. That was, I think, 8 layouts. And like I said, I have quite a bit of stuff left, but I'll just redisperse it into my stash and start working with my Studio Calico kit. And then I am going to start playing with some of my new stuff that I've been getting too. So I will be back to show you what I can get down with the Studio Calico for September. And you guys have a good time scrapping away. Thanks. Bye-bye.